Shasha met his friend Big Bear in the garden. It was a warm and cozy and pleasant day filled with love and care. Shasha loved playing in the garden, hopping around and snuggling with the bear. One sunny morning, Bear brought out 2 tiny oral allergy vaccine bottles with the pumps. The sun shone brightly and the garden was full of blooming flowers. Just then, a friendly Amazon parrot named Slit offers to help. Shasha and Bear looked at each other, surprised.
Just follow me.
Flying to a cloud. Together, Shasha, Bear, and Slit started chasing through fluffy clouds, over rolling green hills, and past a shimmering lake, trying to convince Shasha to take the allergy drops. Curious, Shasha and Bear followed. On the cloud, Slit showed Shasha how to tilt his head back.
What's wrong, Shasha?
Asked Bear and the Slit.
They noticed the unhappy look on his face and wanted to help. It seemed like a perfect day, but Shasha noticed the bottle in the bear's paw. Shasha pointed to allergy vaccine oral drops bottles in the paws. He didn't need to say much. Bear and Slit understood right away.
Allergy drops, Shasha.
Bear said. Bear's voice was gentle, but Shasha could sense the importance of the drops. He knew they were meant to help him, but he couldn't help feeling uneasy. Shasha pouted. He did not like the drops at all. The thought of taking them made him frown, and he turned away, hoping his friends Parrot and Bear would forget about it.
I don't want to take these,
he exclaimed. His voice was filled with frustration, and he hoped Bear and his friend would understand his dislike for the drops. Chapter 2, Allergy Candy Drops, Parrot and Bear Hope. On the cloud, Slit showed Shasha how to tilt his head back.
Bear scratched his head. But they're like candy, he said.
These make you feel so much better.
Shasha shook his head. He didn't believe them.
Now count to 5, instructed Slit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Shasha giggled.
It did feel a little funny, see, taking allergy drops can be fun.
Chapter 4, The Great Chase. Slit then led them on a merry chase. It was a bright and sunny day, perfect for an adventure. The children, full of energy and excitement, dashed through the park, their laughter echoing through the trees. The animals, not wanting to be left out, joined in the fun, their playful antics adding to the joyous atmosphere. Friends, old and new, ran together, their bonds growing stronger with each step. They zoomed over rolling green hills, each hill a brighter green than the last. The landscape seemed to stretch on forever, a sea of greenery under the clear blue sky. The sunlight danced on the hills, creating a mesmerizing pattern of light and shadow. It was as if the hills themselves were alive, urging the children and animals to keep going, to see what lay beyond the next rise. They even soared over a sparkling blue lake, the sun reflecting off the water like 1,000 tiny stars. The lake was a picture of serenity, its surface calm and inviting. The children and animals paused for a moment, taking in the beauty of the scene. The sunlight on the water created a dazzling display, a reminder of the wonders of nature that surrounded them. Finally, they landed back at home, tired but happy. The day's adventures had taken their toll, but the smiles on their faces showed that it had all been worth it. The children and animals shared stories of their chase, their voices filled with excitement and joy. It was a day they would remember for a long time, a day of fun, friendship, and discovery. Shasha realized that taking his allergy drops wasn't so bad after all, especially with his friends. With their support, he felt braver and more confident. The chase had shown him that he could face his fears and overcome them. Surrounded by his friends, Shasha knew that he could handle anything that came his way. The Great Chase had been more than just a game. It had been a journey of growth and self-discovery. Chapter 5, A Sweet Ending. A sweet ending. Shasha hugged Slit, his colorful feathered friend close to his heart, and his longtime friend Bear. The bond they shared was special, built on trust and love. Every day, Shasha looked forward to spending time with Slit and Bear, who had become more than just pets. They were his confidants and companions.
Thanks for making my drops fun!
Slit had a way of making even the most mundane tasks enjoyable. Whether it was through his cheerful chirps or the way he fluttered around him, he always brought joy to Shasha's day. Similarly, funny words and acrobatic gestures of Bear made him very happy. Slit chirped happily and flew up to a tree, his wings catching the golden light of the setting sun. He perched on a branch, looking down at Shasha with what seemed like a knowing glance. Similarly, Bear hugged Shasha and left. It was as if they understood the gratitude he felt. From their spot, they watched the sun slowly set, painting the sky in beautiful shades of orange and pink. The colors blended together, creating a masterpiece that seemed almost magical. It was a perfect end to a perfect day. Shasha snuggled close to Bear, his favorite stuffed animal. Bear had been with him through thick and thin, always providing comfort when he needed it most. As he held him tight, he felt a sense of peace and contentment. He knew that even though taking his allergy drops wasn't always easy, he could always count on his friends to make it an adventure. With Slit by his side and Bear in his arms, Shasha felt ready to face anything. His friends, both real and imaginary, made every challenge seem like a fun-filled journey.